It's a sunny Thursday morning and I'm outside Eormaliana, and I want to take you on one of my favorite walks from a metro station to a cafe. First, we're going to have to walk through this walkway, which will take us under the road, and we will emerge next to the Square Colosseum, as it is known, or the Palazzo della Civiltà, I think is the official name. So we're coming out of the walkway, up the steps, back into the light, and then we are going to cross the road, walk through the park, which is a beautiful park, full of evergreen trees. Here we are in the park. So one thing you notice when you're walking through this park is that a lot of the trees are still green. The trees still have their leaves, a lot of them, especially on the other side of the park, because they are evergreen trees. And here you can see, just behind the trees, the Square Colosseum. For some reason, I don't know why, this park reminds me of another park in Dublin, where I'm from. Can you hear the birds singing and chirping? They are very happy to be sitting on the branches on this beautiful November morning. The sun is out. It's not too cold for November. Being Irish, I'm used to cold Novembers. I remember cold Novembers cycling to school. Here we are. There it is, the Square Colosseum. Now we're going to continue up the path to reach the cafe. There's a gorgeous evergreen tree. These leaves are dying, turning brown, yellow, green and brown leaves on the path. I remember cycling to school every morning when I was a child, even when it rained or if it was snowing. You had no choice. You got up, ate your breakfast, cycled to school, and I think it made me tough. It made me tough. Because now the rain doesn't bother me. I don't mind if it's raining. I don't mind if my feet are wet. I don't mind if my shoes are wet. I can do it. One morning last week, when there was very bad rain in Rome, I stepped into a very deep puddle. So for the rest of the day, my feet were wet, my socks were wet. Why did you step into a puddle? I can hear you asking. Well, the reason is I got off a bus at night time, and the bus stop is right next to, or the bus had stopped right next to, some very big puddles. Some passengers saw the puddles, luckily, and jumped over the puddles. I was not so lucky. I got off the bus and stepped into a very deep puddle. So for the rest of the day I had wet feet. But that's life. The years of training in Dublin helped me. Although, having said that, I've got a blocked nose and a sore throat. So I did get a cold, but that's not going to stop me from working, it's not going to stop me from exploring the city, and it's not going to stop me from enjoying a very nice coffee. So here we are, Caffè Palombini, and I'm going to cross the road so you get a good view of the plants. Okay. 2 weeks ago the plants were purple, beautiful purple plants hanging outside the front of Caffè Palombini. Now the purple flowers have died and fallen off, but it's still a fantastic facade, I think. It's one of my favorite places in this part of the city to come and have a cappuccino. Perfetto. So I'll sign off. I hope you enjoyed the little mini tour, and maybe one of these days you'll find me in Caffè Palombini enjoying a perfect cappuccino.